Welcome to Friday of week 11. We're doing vegetarian this week. So the last vegetarian dish, we decided to travel to Italy. So what we will do is we'll do a pasta, and this instance we'll do pappardelle. You can use tagliatelle, fettuccine, any other pasta that you would want to. And then we'll prepare a spinach gnocchi with that. Normally gnocchis are small. These will be really big ones. So for the spinach gnocchi, we have some frozen spinach. We have some onions, garlic, and nutmeg. So we'll cook the spinach, the frozen spinach in that, and then we'll dry out the water, and then we'll mix the rest of the ingredients, and then form the gnocchi, store it in the refrigerator for about 30-35 minutes, and then boil it. In the meantime, while that is happening, we will cook the sauce, and this is a tomato sauce. So we have 1 can of San Marzano whole boiled and peeled tomatoes, onions, oregano, peppers, this is red bell peppers, celery, a little bit of paste, tomato paste, and some garlic. So that's the sauce, and some vegetable stock. That's the sauce. And then what we will do is we'll cook the pasta, we'll make the gnocchi, we'll make the sauce, and then put it together. So let's start cooking. Pasta water is boiling, so let it come to a boil. We salted it, and to cook the spinach, the filling, or the gnocchi, sorry, what we have is a hot pan, and we'll add the spinach. This is frozen spinach, so you don't need to thaw it. So let's put it in there along with the onions and the garlic, and let it cook till it's hot, and the water will evaporate the water. You just break it up as it cooks. We'll let it cook until in medium-high heat for the spinach to thaw and let out the water, and then we'll increase the heat to remove the water and cook the vegetables. Spinach has been thawed. I put in a little salt and pepper and increase the heat to take out the water. I also put a pinch of nutmeg. So we will cook this on high till the water has evaporated, and then we'll cool this and then put all the rest of the ingredients to form the dough. To cook the sauce, in a hot pan, add a little bit of olive oil. You don't need too much, just a little bit, maybe half a tablespoon or so. And then to that, add the onions, celery, bell peppers, and just cook for a little bit. Add a little bit of salt and some pepper. Cook it for about a minute. You don't need to cook the onions fully. Add the oregano. and a little bit of sugar. The garlic, the tomato paste, we'll add the stock. Let it come to a boil. It's come to a boil, so we'll add the tomatoes along with all the sauce and let it cook. Let's bring it up to a boil and then we'll simmer it, and as it cooks we'll break up the tomatoes. You don't want to break it up fully, so that it has a little bit of chunkiness to the sauce. Let it come to a boil. And let it cook down. We'll simmer it once it comes to a boil. Let me taste it. Certainly needs salt. In the meantime, the pasta water is boiling. We'll cook the pasta. So pappardelle comes in like this, right? So in little balls. So let's put 2 in there. Let it cook till it's al dente. The spinach has cooled down. We'll add the cottage cheese to this. And then the rest of the ingredients. A little bit of breadcrumbs, a little bit of flour, Parmesan cheese, and egg whites. And then mix it together. Then we'll form the gnocchi and then put it in the fridge for about 30-35 minutes. Let's taste it. There's a slight bit of salt, not too much. Come together pretty nicely. To form the gnocchi, we take a little bit of the dough and then form it with a spoon. So what this will do is it will give it a beautiful shape. So we'll form it into kernels like this, and then we'll put it into this plate and then we'll put it in the fridge. Tomato sauce was simmering for about 10-15 minutes. Move the lid and let it cook. Reduce for maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we'll come back and see how it looks. Tomato sauce is done. Formed all the gnocchis. We'll put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes and then we'll boil it. Water is boiling. We have the gnocchis. So what we'll do is we'll just shape it a little bit and slowly lower it into the boiling water and let it cook for about 5 minutes. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. You just want to let it cook. You don't want to touch it while it's boiling. Let it cook on its own. I put a timer on just to make sure that, firstly I don't forget and I don't overcook. 5 minutes are over. So we'll slowly take these out. Drain them. And then put it on a plate. To plate this, we have the pappardelle here. So we put some tomato sauce in the pappardelle in the pasta. So what we'll do is we'll take a little bit of the pappardelle and then we'll place it on the middle of the plate. Put a little bit more sauce, maybe a little bit more, and then these are the spinach gnocchis, so let's put them on the side. Four on a plate. Put a little bit of sauce on the gnocchis. And then a few shaved Parmesan. And to finish it, a little bit of oregano. Pappardelle with spinach gnocchi and some tomato sauce. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bon appetit and see you next week.